adventure game.
Alex,
Yeah,
stop. I just turned on my camera.
and
No, you didn't.
Well, yeah, I did. I figured because I'm talking to British people and we're talking about Doctor Who, I would just turn on my camera and make a Whovians USA episode out of it.
Okay.
oh,
Because,
okay. Hello, people.
yeah, hello, people.
Hello, people. Woof.
So, this being episode 7.0 would put it in series 7, but we just had series 6, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Series 6 will always be too short.
Yeah.
And
And it was like series 6 and then series 6.5. Because they split it in two. But now they're splitting
yeah.
the Christmas episode off of the entire series and making it part of the next series.
Or it
Yeah.
could just be a special.
It's the Christmas episode, Brian.
Yeah, but sometimes they do like seasonal specials.
But hang on, I just point out that the Christmas invasion wasn't counted as part of the Eccleston season.
There you go.
Why are you confusing the issue with logic?
Just pointing out the precedent.
Mhm.
It's also the first time they didn't end on a two-parter. But then the whole thing was so involved anyway.
See, that's another nefarious practice as well. Ending the season with episode one of a two-parter, and then starting the next season with episode 2.
Well, they did that in the middle of the season, where they went months on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a mid-season cliffhanger. That's acceptable.
Mid-season cliffhangers are acceptable when they go for months.
Well, when you buy the DVD, then they're all on there together, aren't they?
So it'll only piss you off when it happened, not in the future when you try to relive what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah. It didn't bother me because I found it very kind of exciting and I had something to look forward to. You see, I liked the Demons Run episode. A lot of people didn't. I said no, I didn't like it at the time. If you remember, I made that review where I didn't say anything. I just full faces. I was ambivalent about it.
Uh-huh.
And then it's grown on me. And also the beginning of Let's Kill Hitler is really good. I love anything in that episode to do with River, which it mainly is good. But everything else feels like a backdrop. I didn't like that.
Okay, so you think this Christmas episode is going to be great because it has Bill Bailey in it?
Oh, it's
just awesome. Yeah. Look, I love Bill Bailey.
Because knowing Bill Bailey, it's very difficult to see him playing anybody other than Bill Bailey.
Uh-huh.
And if you've never seen Black Books, I suggest you look that up and watch that online.
Yeah, because that's going to be the sort of acting. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that is a comedy, but
So,
yeah, that's pretty much Bill Bailey.
okay. Black Book. I need to watch this Black Book show.
Black Books.
Black Books.
Yes, it's just called Black Books, not the Black Books show.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, watch the first episode of season 1 because you'll really like that.
Yeah, and it'll also lay out the plot for you.
Yeah, because it introduces the characters.
Okay. Black Books it
Yeah,
is.
Bill Bailey's the one who looks like a very warm Jesus.
A warm Jesus? Really?
No, warm. Like a barrel-chested, broad-shouldered sort of Jesus.
Uh-huh.
So
I'm looking at his picture and I'm not really seeing it.
really?
Yeah, he looks like if Tim Minchin were to be frustrated with an untuned piano and pull out all of his hair.
Is that from his Tinsel Worm tour? That picture.
It's from IMDb.
Yeah, I think that's a stylized picture that was used to advertise one of his shows.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
All right, then. So,
So yeah, these mid-season cliffhangers are a lot kinder than inter-season cliffhangers.
huh.
What I find weird, sorry, is how the whole Stephen Moffat and Matt Smith era there seems to be one story arc. The theming of seasons having a theme is one thing, but this is a 3-year story arc. This year was to get us from A to B. This year was about, how do we get from the Pandorica to the question.
Your views on this, Mike?
Yeah. Up until the last episode of this season, I thought that the silence was going to be the entire story arc. And to find out what the silence actually are, and that they're not the biggest player in the story arc, and that they're basically just the second series in this 3-series story arc, it was kind of like, wow, this is going to be huge. I hope they don't wrap it all up in one episode like they did with this series, where so much was crammed into one episode.
Yeah. I think Moffat lied, because he said at the end of last year's season, he said, so this year was about the Pandorica, and next year will be the silence, because we kept hearing the Pandorica will open, silence will fall. But silence hasn't fallen. So he's lied.
Unless, horror of horrors, the ensuing silence is no new series.
Well, that would be a very cruel thing to put into. That would be the cruelest metatextual slap in the face to put into a show. No, it's getting us to the 50th anniversary.
Brian, that is horrible Whovian form. You never joke that the show might go into hiatus. You never joke about that.
I was being semi-serious because they've done it before.
You never be semi-serious about that, Brian. You never be semi-serious.
They've been semi-serious when the show was actually in trouble. In the Sylvester McCoy era, the show was getting like 2 or 3 million viewers in the UK. Doctor Who now gets more like 7 or 8 million, and that's
Okay,
more.
so that's not going to happen then.
But I think the thing is, what they're building up to is something Moffat
is an April Fool.
Okay. I think it'll all be about getting to the 50th anniversary, but Moffat's already said that he'll never reveal the Doctor's name because it's one of those things where once you've heard it, you've heard it. You basically keep it as a mystery. But someone's going to ask. He must be married to River, don't forget. We know for a fact that he will be married to River and she will know his name.
Huh.
Well, that's in Silence of the Library, isn't it?
How do you know anything for a fact when, at Lake Silencio, he was supposed to die, and then he came up with another plan? How do you know maybe she'll marry a robot with him inside of it,
Or maybe
and some way of him getting out of being married to her will happen.
Yeah, well, there could be some sort of DNA exchange in some other way.
Yeah, I think they explained it well enough. It was like when we thought, oh well, okay, so they do get married before he dies, and then it's like, oh well, hang on, then they didn't really, but it's okay because he's not dead. Yeah, I could have a prison wedding. Oh no, that would break his anonymity. I do hope they stick to their guns with the Doctor's incognito. But if he's always in the past, it doesn't matter. People will go, oh well, that's him from before he's dead. But I said, no, I suppose it's a time traveller, so people could still pop up. But then if you go by that reasoning, why couldn't time travellers survive the Time War? Because Time Lords could have travelled forward to beyond the Time War. before anyway. But
Are you gonna start
Yeah.
giving me timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly headaches again?
okay, I'll stop. I will say one thing. One online review pointed out that the only way to make sense of the ending was that it was always going to be the Tesseract that got shot,
Uh-huh.
which the Doctor presumably has worked out. So if you think about it, the whole thing is lots of people acting along, and we don't even know what Canton knew in the first episode. Oh, I mean, what he said, is he in on it? I mean, obviously River, I could tell River was in on something. So that was, if you just watch her really closely, everything was quite clear. Canton, and also, I want to point out they did not cheat. Because when Amy lists all the things, it's got to be a simulant, it's got to be a replicant, it's got to be a clone, whatever. As if we think everything's been crossed off, because Canton looked down at the Doctor and said, I could save you some time, that is the Doctor. Well, the Doctor is where he's looking, so it's not cheap. But we don't actually know if Canton was in on it. I thought we were going to see him again.
I think Canton would have made a really great companion.
Yeah, they should bring him back. And yeah, but I don't know. I hope that see, when I thought that they were actually going to get rid of Amy and Rory, I was like, oh, fuck off then, I'm going to stop watching. But then I said that when Martha left, so I'm quite sensitive like that.
You were going to stop watching because they got rid of Martha?
Not just because I liked her, because I felt fucked around with, because we just got used to her. I didn't really like her, and it was sudden and it seemed unnecessary, like a slap in the face. But then to be honest, if I'd missed the Titanic episode, who cares? Because that was crap. I could have started watching when it started to get good again.
So
Actual...
wait, the Titanic episode was crap?
Yeah. I think it's the worst Christmas special they've done.
Really?
And you liked it. I'm sorry, we're entitled to our opinions. I
Well-
thought it had no content. It was all visuals, no content, no substance, longer than it needed to be. Alright, Kylie Minogue being in it was kind of cool. What did you like about it?
Astrid Perth?
AstroTurf.
No, Astrid Perth.
Oh,
Heck.
Peth.
Yeah, that's Kylie Minogue.
Yes. Kylie Minogue is hot. That's just the whole episode was Kylie Minogue is hot.
Oh, well, that's fair enough. Okay, that's what saved it. Okay. But in lots of ways, I did not like. I think the best Christmas. I loved the Christmas Invasion when it was first on. That was really exciting. Best Christmas special was the last one. Their take on the Christmas Carol was brilliant.
Now, see, I didn't like that one.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
The fish in the air.
Yeah, flying fish.
Yeah, they just
Don't start going on about your talking fish again.
no. It just seemed to me like they were breaking the rules of physics.
But they're in
What,
like
the talking fish?
singing fish, singing
Singing
flying
fish.
fish. They.
Have you not heard of the Babel fish?
But they live in the icy vapory thing. Anyway, the laws of physics aren't constant, are they?
No.
Not in Doctor Who, they're not.
Well, if you want to examine the logic and science of Doctor Who, I think you're gonna really get a headache. It's not about Russell T Davies was the worst. Emptying the River Thames. The Thames meets the ocean at both ends, so how do you actually empty it? The water would simply fill the space provided. how deep does he think the Thames is when he's got the Cyber King jumping out of it, because it's not actually, it's not, well, unless it was curled up down there, because it's not hundreds of feet deep. And my biggest pet peeve is at the end of the Eccleston season, there's a reference to sonar working in space.
Huh.
Russell T Davies is a very good storyteller. He is a very good storyteller, but he doesn't, for a science fiction writer, he did not check his science.
No.
Well, no, and in The Doctor's Wife, I think it's kind of strange how there's no roof on the TARDIS, or that thing that was like a makeshift TARDIS-y thing that he was flying
Jump
with
TARDIS.
his, the wife TARDIS woman with him. Like, they're going through space, just whoosh, and what, is there like a force field keeping all the air in?
One would assume so, and also are they going into space or are they travelling strictly through the space-time continuum thingy?
There's air in the space-time continuum-y tunnel thingy?
What if you exist on another plane of reality where you don't need to breathe?
Wasn't the whole point of the TARDIS that it had an interior of infinite size, so you wouldn't actually see the roof? And also, how many times have you seen on the intro the TARDIS going through what's obviously a wormhole? And here's a question. Why did it take them so long to fix the Daleks' inherent flaw with stairs?
Oh, that old thing.
I know.
They did.
I'm just in an irritable mood.
They could float in the classic series. In remembrance of the Daleks.
It just took more of the budget to make them do so.
Yes. Presumably they could, because if you look at Genesis of the Daleks, they kill loads of people in the corridors, and you think, how did they get over the bodies? Well,
So it's not just stairs that they would have a problem with. You know, if they didn't shoot the bodies enough to disintegrate them, then they'd be creating speed bumps for themselves.
Exactly.
I suppose they could push them out of the way, but you know what it's like though. That would be like, that could be very annoying for a Dalek as a Dalek.
Yeah, it's like trying to shuffle past a lump of wet liver, isn't it? Not that I make a habit of doing that, of course.
Oh, well, I'm sure you do.
Well, it's purely, the high days and the holidays.
Yeah.
Well, I think my camera's been running for long enough with us just talking back. Yeah.
And I didn't mean it. They're not going to cancel.
Yeah, you better not have meant it, because if they
I
do,
didn't mean it.
if they do, I'm going to send all the Whovians to your channel because you're the one who jinxed it.
It ain't going to happen.
Okay. It's on your head.
It ain't going to happen.